boys went away, the leadership group in particular, and discussed what it meant to be a Bulldog after hearing from all our former players and past greats and understanding what their views of being a Bulldog was, but what does it mean in 2025? They came up with three things: to work hard, to work together, and to trust the process. And that's driven everything we've done over the last 52 weeks. To work hard, I reckon there's a lot of teams in this comp that work hard, and some might work as hard as us, but no one works hard. No one works hard in this group, the amount of time they put in, the effort they put in. The long days, another army camp this year, big field sessions, they are as well prepared as any team I've ever seen. That hard work has resulted in becoming the best defensive team this year. I don't take that recognition lightly, the best defensive team in the comp. For me, that's as good as the minor premiership. So it says so much about the culture and attitude of everyone in your squad and in your group. That's something our staff and players should be really proud of. To work together, when I think about these guys working together, I'm taken back to a song that was written in 1985. Right? The Bulldogs won the premiership that year, so it's very relevant. The song was written by INXS. The song is Never Tear Us Apart. It was written for two reasons. Number one, it was about love. Number two, it was about unbreakable bonds. And those two things have pretty much epitomised what this playing group's all about. They love footy, they love the contest, they love each other, they tell each other they love each other all the time. And they love coming to work every day and working hard. And over the last 2 years in particular, but the 12 months, those unbreakable bonds have been clear for all to see. They've gone out there and done what no one thought was possible along the way, proved all the doubters wrong, and given themselves an opportunity to win this competition by finishing in the top four. Those unbreakable bonds have all been really tested lately. I don't think I've ever seen a team have to deal with as much scrutiny as this group has. And that's fine, that's what good, great teams have to do, they have to handle that. But the way they've handled it, while the media's trying to tear us apart along the way, this group has stayed strong, committed to each other and just got on with business. And for that, I couldn't be any prouder. And they're more grateful for this playing group. What they've gone through is not easy. At every turn, someone's doubted them, someone's trying to tear us apart. But as the song says, they'll never be torn apart. That's going to hold us in good stead over the next month. The next part is trusted in the process, and it's a nice little catchphrase, but it's easy to say, but harder to live. I will take it back to probably one of our darkest moments of the season. At Broncos, something of saying for the Anzac round. The score was 32-0 at half time, and it's pretty hard to trust the process when you get to that point in a game. But as we walked out into the sheds at half time, not only did I walk into a team that continued to trust the process, I walked into a team that still believed they could win. They weren't talking about at half-time about winning the second half, they were talking about winning the game. And for me, that's the big sign that they completely trust the process. And while that might seem silly, because we didn't actually win the game that night, we did score 18 points and give ourselves a chance to win the game. The lessons that were left on that night came back 2 weeks later when we were down 20-0 against Canberra. We had to walk in at half-time and trust that process again. And again, not only did they trust the process, they went and committed to it. Come up with one of the greatest comeback victories I've seen in my time in football. Great teams learn quickly, and this team's definitely learned those lessons along the way.